Welcome to Dark Horizon Creations. I'm Mike. This time we're taking a look at the Disney Pixar Lightyear Crystal Grade Series XL-12 Buzz Lightyear figure by Mattel. Now, if you hadn't already, please follow, like, and subscribe to my social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get a notification of when I post new content. So here we have another iteration of Buzz Lightyear in the Crystal Grade line of figures, this time in the XL-12 flight suit. You can see the Crystal Grade packaging has a different color card back, identical bubble packaging. This is one of those things that I totally appreciate, because when I go out to the store, if I'm shopping in the wild, I want to be able to see what I'm buying. You know, I like to examine the figure up close and see if it's got any cosmetic imperfections, quality control issues. If it does, I'll pass it for an identical figure on the peg that looks better. You can't do that with Hasbro's toys anymore. I'm just bringing them up to make a point. You don't have that problem with Mattel. Look at how nice the packaging is for these figures. You can see all the accessories that are included, the collectible card in the back, nice art deco, banner down at the bottom. Really, really nicely done packaging. On the back of your card back, you have obligatory product shots in the upper left of Buzz in an action pose, and then in the upper right you have two of the other figures in the Crystal Grade series. Okay, so we've got Buzz outside of the packaging. You can see the figure, the hyperspeed fuel crystal canister, the Ivan pad, and of course, the collector's card. Let's look at the card first and foremost. I like these. I think this is neat. And it has some tech specs here of the crystal structure. I know that top one is radiation. I don't know what these other three are. It says XL-12 down at the bottom. And if you flip it over, there is a picture of the XL-12. I was mistaken. This is a Hyperspeed Series spaceship. I have seen this. Has a really strange design to it, if I might say. Really cool. So let's get a look of the figure up close. And you can see it's a different design helmet and flight suit. I really like this. I like this helmet. Kind of reminds me of the spacesuits from 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's got a number 12 here. Nice paint apps on the chest box and the harness there. Metallic paint apps there. Wrist pad here. His knee pads and his boots. They even have some paint apps, almost like a gunmetal color to them. So does the helmet. All the way around, really nice looking action figure. And of course the helmet is removable. And it's a little bit tight fitting. Really nice looking figure. As far as articulation is concerned, his head will swivel left or right, and there's a little bit of pivot in there, not much. Forward and lateral movement at the shoulder, bicep rotation, single jointed elbow, elbow swivel, wrist swivel, and not necessarily, there's not designed to pivot, but you can kind of angle his hands. Waist rotation there. Forward and lateral movement at the thigh, no thigh rotation. Single jointed knee, knee rotation. Lower leg swivel. That's something that was not available on the previous figure. So that's really cool. Now let's talk about height. With the helmet on, Buzz is still just shy of 5.5 inches, just like the other figures. We'll remove the helmet, take it back off momentarily. Let's talk about accessories. Here is the little Ivan control pad. You can see some nice paint apps in there. I think that's cool. And you know, this is something that manufacturers like Mattel don't necessarily have to go to the trouble of doing. They could have just given you gray plastic. I see that a lot with some of Hasbro's accessories. They went above and beyond and actually painted this in multiple colors, and it looks really cool. Even the base of the pad, control pad, there is a different color. Got like an off-white here and almost a really light shade of purple. For the hyper fuel crystal canister, you can see it is really nice. A lot of nice intricate design, rivets in there, panel lines. The base of it, yeah, it doesn't open. You can see the crystal in there. It's a different color than the previous one. I think that looks really, really cool. For comparison, I want to bring out the Buzz Lightyear, the XL-15 in the Crystal Grade series. And you guys can see that they actually have a slightly different expression on their face. This one looks more serious. Maybe that's why I like it so much. This one has metallic paint apps and sheen to the flight suit. This one just sections like the chest box, chest plate, boots, and things like that. As far as height, this one's actually a little bit taller. I still like this one. I think this looks really cool. Overall, I think it's a really nice action figure. I will say, if it's something that you don't necessarily want right now at this moment, that I'm certain that they will get marked down in the near future, possibly late summer, you know, as August rolls around. You may even see them hit the clearance aisle. So ladies and gentlemen, there you have the Disney Pixar Crystal Grade Series Buzz Lightyear XL-12 Flight Suit Edition by Mattel.